Hello and welcome to Junk Journal Inspirations. My name is Emily. I have something very exciting today. Luise Heinzl, who has a YouTube channel and an Etsy shop and a website, and she's amazing, is doing a tag challenge for 2021. And basically she is posting pictures of tags that either she has created or other crafters and YouTubers have created. And if you are interested, you can then try and recreate what she has done without any instructions. So that's what I'm doing today. This is the first one that I'm doing. And I will pop a picture of the tag that I am recreating right here. And you can then, kind of get an idea of what it is I'm trying to recreate. And every once in a while, I'll try to remember to pop it back up. And then at the end, I'll also put it there as well. All right, and you can find all the links for Luise in the description box below. All right, so this is a beautiful tag. And I know that I probably don't have the exact items that Luise used. This is her creation, but I have everything kind of here that I think I need, and then we'll go from there. So it looks like she maybe used a patterned paper in the background. So I'm not going to do that. So what I've done is I've just grabbed a very dark, like midnight blue piece of cardstock, and that's going to be my base. But what we need to do first is I need to deal with the owl situation. Is I didn't have like a die cut or like a picture. I couldn't find anything right on hand. So I have these beautiful napkins that have this beautiful owl on it. So what I thought I would do is I got out a really grungy piece of coffee dyed paper, and I've folded it in half, and I'm going to first glue that together so that it's secure and it just adds some strength. And then I'm going to decoupage the napkin onto the paper, and then I'll cut around to create sort of a die cut. So that's my first order of business. We'll get that done first. And oh man, I am struggling to squeeze this glue today. Sorry about that. This should be the biggest glue piece of this project. I shouldn't have to do this too much. All right, I hope you're all having a good day. I think our snow is going to finally start melting this week. So, not that I don't like looking at it, but man, is it messy. All right, so let's just get that nice and glued down. I'm not too worried if it's wrinkly or anything like that. That doesn't bother me. I think it just adds to the character. Okay, and then for the actual decoupage part, I'm just going to use a glue stick because I think this works just fine. And I think I decided, yeah, I'll do it this way. All right, so I'm just going to lay down a whole bunch of glue stick. Whoops. Onto this. Yeah, so I think it's supposed to be in like the 40s or 50s this week. So that's a huge improvement because it's been in the 20s or less for, it feels like forever, but it's probably just been a couple weeks. I know some of you have some really extreme weather where you are. All right. There we go. All right, and then we will just carefully place our owl. And I'm not worried about anything around the actual owl. I just am going to cut out the owl himself. So I'm not gonna worry about like the branches and the plants around him. All right. This would have been a good project for Nick to help with. Oops, I tore some of that. That's okay. All right. All right, we're gonna let that dry. Some of that's gonna get covered up, so it's okay. I'm gonna set that aside to dry for a minute, and we will work on some other bits here. All right, let's set that aside. All right, let me clean off my hands. I've got glue stick everywhere. All right, the next thing I did was I tried to choose some dies that I have that I thought were similar to the ones that Luise used. I don't think I have the exact ones. These are from 2 different sets, and I will do my best to link to them in the description box. I think one of them is even a Christmas set, and then the other one is just, you know, florals. But I thought they were fairly similar to what Luise had used, and I love them in white. I don't know why. Like every time I die cut just with white paper or black paper, it's just so striking, and I sometimes just forget to do it. So these will be the pieces that I will be using to, you know, sort of try to mimic Luise's gorgeous tag. And then let's see what else. I know I'm going to use some of this, I think some of this sari silk, or this is actually chiffon from Victorian Gypsy Girl, because it kind of matched what it looked like Luise used in hers. So it's just really thin and sheer, but it's got some browns and some golds in it. Oh, that piece there is really pretty, isn't it? Okay, so it looked like she had it sort of on the side here, and I might actually use a couple different pieces. All right, let me pop the picture up here again so you can remember what we're doing. All right. Now, my struggle with this is that if I try to use glue, I feel like it's going to just show through. So part of me wants to sew this, which I think would be fine. I'm just trying to decide the best way to do it here. Yep, let me put down a little bit of glue stick just to help me hold this in place. And I'm just gonna go up the left side here. Whoops, I think this glue stick might be reaching the end of its life. All right, I just want a little bit just to hold it in place because I am gonna take it to my sewing machine here. But this will just sort of help keep it where I want it. I don't know if I need 2 pieces. Yeah, I think I will. Okay. All right, so give me just a minute and I will pop over to my sewing machine. I'll sew this down and then we'll go on to the next part. All right, there we go. So that is held down, and I know I don't think Louise sewed hers, but I like how that looks anyway, so it's okay. And I just struggle with the glue showing through. I don't like how that looks. All right, but if you don't have a sewing machine or you don't want to sew, obviously glue will work too. I'm going to leave this sort of long at the top for the moment. And a little bit at the bottom too is fine. Okay, now, oh, I didn't even do that on purpose. I got that lined up. That's a miracle. Yeah, okay. Now let's see. I've got the picture up on my computer screen, and that's why I'm just sort of like looking as I'm doing this here. Let's go ahead and cut our corners. Oh, I didn't give you the measurements. I just decided to make this about 6 inches by, I think it's 3.5. So just so you have some measurements there. And I'm gonna cut these corners. And then we'll use that to match up this side. And I'm just gonna pull that chiffon away so that I don't cut it. It actually works pretty well because there's some glue stick there, so my little corner that I cut from the other side sort of sticks there. That's cool. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is just a little bit difficult because I've got that, sorry, chiffon there. There we go. All right. So that's done, just so I kind of have a reference of where things are. I'm gonna cut some of this off. Whoops. Whoop. There we go. I got glue on my scissors now, so everything wants to stick. All right. Okay, now, let's see. I'm gonna wait to put my hole, while we're still waiting for that owl napkin to dry. Let's go ahead and do this piece. So I've got a piece of black cardstock here. I just cut that down to about 3 by a little less than 2. I'm going to use my stub punch, or yeah, corner rounder thingy, and just create kind of a ticket here, just for some, I don't know, extra interest. And then I have a piece of fabric. I'm hoping that this is this might not be thick enough fabric. Let me get some different fabric here. It's just a little bit, yeah, it's got a little more to it here. Let's cut a piece of that. I think it's flour sackcloth. I'm not good with that kind of stuff, but all right. And I have these vintage rubber stamps. Oh, I have a whole set. The whole alphabet and then some other, they were used for like grocery stores and such, for making price tags and signs. And I just want to make sure that I cut this to fit inside that. I need to grab my black Stays On ink here. I forgot to grab that. So let me get that real quick, and then we'll stamp that out. I'm going to sit this on through that ticket shape I cut just in case the ink goes through. I just won't have to clean up then. And I'm just going to stamp the word hope. I just want to make sure that I have enough ink. These are very old stamps, so okay, I think that'll be good. And I'm not concerned if it's perfect. So I'm totally happy with that. My wonderful husband got me this set for my birthday. Oh, I don't know if you've been over on my Instagram, you probably saw pictures of it. It has the original box with the original label inside, and oh, it just makes me happy. You will see it here and there. Well, that's not centered at all, is it? That's okay. I just said I don't care if it's perfect, right? It's a good thing I don't care, because it's not. There. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, now we need to stick that down, and let's see. I think I'll go ahead and use the fabric glue, but I'm gonna just use a little bit, and I'm going to spread it out with my finger. So it doesn't seep through, and I'm okay if it doesn't lay down perfectly. I might add a little bit more up here in this corner. And maybe a little bit there. There we go. And I'll get a little bit more down here. There. Okay. So that is done. And let me go ahead and look at my picture here, see what else I can do ahead of time while we're still waiting for the owl to dry. I have some leaves here, and they're not quite the right color. And this one's actually sort of torn. So I'm going to cut that sort of just torn piece off of there. Oh, that actually didn't. Well, we can hide. We can put something. We can put something there. Not a big deal. All right, but I thought I would use my distress ink to just kind of ink them up a little bit carefully, because they're just a little bit too bright. I mean, not horrible, but this is just such a kind of distressed and dark tag. Just feel like we need a little bit of color on there. And I don't know if I'll use all of these or not, but might as well have them ready. I can always use them in a different project. Oh, this one's got some, I don't know if you can see that. It's got some glittery gold on it. This one especially is a very light color up here at the top. Okay, and then I don't know if I'll use this big fabric one, but go ahead and ink it up just in case. All right, I like the contrast with, you know, I'm gonna have the white die cut pieces and then all of this kind of grunginess as well. I think that's gonna look really cool. All right, let's go ahead and cut this. I'm gonna grab my sort of grungy scissors, and I'm just gonna do my best. I am not the best at fussy cutting, but I think this is some fairly simple lines here I can probably manage. All right. So what are you guys working on today? Were you able to do anything crafty? Or, you know, if you don't craft, that's fine too. I just hope that you are able to do something that you love. For me, that's crafting and bringing you guys ideas and inspiration. Let's see. He's got his little, is that his foot down there? I can't tell what I'm seeing. Hold on. Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to cut that part. I'm not sure I like how that looks. That's okay, because a lot of this is going to get covered up anyway. All right. Luckily, owls are not overly complicated to cut out. At least this one isn't. Okay. Oops. Let's get rid of that. All right, so there is our little owl piece. I like it. I'm going to ink it up. And then we'll get started putting this together. I love this idea. I think it's cool because it's challenging for people who have been doing this kind of thing for a long time, but it's also awesome for people who haven't and maybe have limited supplies. It just gets you thinking about what you have that you can use to get the same results, but maybe not with the exact same materials. I like that. I'm one of those people that if I see somebody making something and they tell me a specific product they used, even if I have something that I could use, I feel the need to have what they used, right? And that's not, doesn't have to be that way. We should be able to use what we have and still come up with gorgeous results. Now, I'm going to let him kind of hang off the side a bit because that is how Louise did it. I think he's going to go right there. But before I glue him down, I want to look at my die cuts and how I want to place those. So let's see. Should have a big flower up at the top here. And actually can probably just sort of, well, maybe I won't use that one there. Let's see. We've got this also that is going to have to go on here. All right, let me rearrange a second. All right, that's gonna go up higher here. I think like that. Okay, and then this can go here. Like that. Sorry, I'm probably going to be a little quiet while I'm doing this because I'm thinking. Let's put this one down here. And well, I don't want to cover the word, but at the same time, I feel like I need something down here. So let's see. Maybe. Then I have this too that I haven't used yet. Yeah. All right, let's try maybe this piece. This piece. There. I think I like that. And it looks like she has some other bits over here, and then maybe I really like this one, but I'm not sure that it's going to work. The way I want it to. Maybe I can always cut it down, right? Okay. Now, I do like this. I might put it up here and cut it to sort of fit in that space. Okay, and then we've got buttons that I'll add on here, and then I also have my leaves. So let's see. I do like this piece. But I also want to cover, I don't know, maybe not. Let's see, just add some of this here and there. I think I just need to start gluing. What do you think? And then, okay, so that'll go under my button over here. Okay, I'm just gonna start gluing because otherwise I'm gonna start getting confused. All right, let's see, this goes on top, and these, okay. I try to remove things without messing up where they go. And then this goes on top of the owl, and so does that. So I need to glue that leaf and this piece. Okay, let me get my glue here. And I'm just putting my finger where I don't want to glue, like where it's not gonna actually be on the tag. The little overhang pieces, right? Okay. Like that. There we go. And then my owl will go here. So I think that should tuck behind him there. Okay. All right, and then let's check again where our owl's gonna go. Just like that. I think I'm gonna change my mind and put that leaf back there. I just keep, just keep grabbing the pieces that you're gluing, that you want to put on top of things, and that way you can kind of get an idea of where to start gluing. All right. So he's next. And I want to skip the tip of his tail, this side, and this bottom. So double check. There we go. Apparently I overglued. That's okay. This is probably not going to be a tag that I would, expect to write on anyway. So you're probably never going to even see the backside. I would probably use it as a tuck spot or something, or on the front of a journal. It'd be awfully pretty that way too. I never did ink up my actual tag part here. Not that you can see too much of it, but we'll go ahead and do that. All right, now what's next? These guys, right? So we have this one. It's gonna go like that. And I think this one goes over here. Let me grab my my little banner. Just double check here. Yep, okay. I think this is next. I think. Or, yeah, because this is gonna go on top, and this is gonna go over this way. And I think, now I can't remember what I was gonna do with this piece. Maybe I wasn't, was I gonna cut it? I think I was gonna cut it, okay. And then, do we need another like leafy piece, maybe like that? Because our buttons are gonna get put on like here-ish. And here, actually maybe there. And there, something like that, maybe down here. So maybe this little piece can go here. And that way that button will cover up that weirdness that I cut off, right? So let me put that down first. Oh, well, I didn't think that through. Hold on. I haven't even glued this down yet. That's okay. We can fix this. It's fixable. It's always fixable, except it's crooked. That's okay too, because we can fix that. All right. Not the ideal way I would normally do this, but I messed up, so we just make it work, right? Do what we gotta do. Okay, there we go. And I'll just make sure that I've got some glue up here. Okay. There we go. Okay, now, where was I? I want to add this sort of here, I think, because my button is going to go here, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and add the button. I've got some just fibers from probably Sari Silk. Just gonna add a little glue to kind of hold that while I'm getting my button getting glue on my button. That's the word I was trying to come up with. Okay. I can go there. Okay. Now, I think I want to add a little bit of cheesecloth down here. I'm not sure that that's what Louise used, but it's what I have, so I'm going to use it. And I'm going to cut it down a bit and decide how I want to lay it on there. Okay, there we go. I'll add that in a second. I'm not too worried about that up there. I think that's gonna go there. And this is gonna go here, like that. And this still needs to go here. Okay. Okay, like that. And then this one first. This is so fun. I highly encourage you to give this a try. It's, even if you don't film it, that's totally fine and not at all necessary. I just think it's fun to kind of challenge myself anyway to, you know, recreate something that someone else has done, but not watching, you know, not necessarily a step-by-step tutorial. And let's see, I need glue. Yeah, I forgot which side now already. You know, not necessarily following a tutorial, but just sort of going based on a picture. I think that's a nice challenge. Okay, let me me trim off some of these parts that I don't really want here. Well, actually, I'm not sure if I completely trim that. Is it gonna look weird? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, now we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Let me cap my glue a second while I'm thinking and looking. All right. I think this is looking magnificent. All right, so we've got that button there. I know I want to add this sort of up here, and then I'll trim off the extra. So I'm just going to kind of guess where I want it. I'm pretty sure on Luise's channel that she is doing like how-tos after the pictures have been up for a while, just in case you want to see how she did it, which is also pretty cool, as you can see, you know, maybe learn some new techniques that you didn't know about. Well, that didn't exactly go the way I thought it would, but no biggie. No biggie. All right. Okay, let's go with that, because I could sit here and think about it all day. Maybe we'll gut out some of this eyelash trim. Maybe we'll use a little bit of that under our buttons. Thought maybe I could sort of lay it around like that. And I'll cut it off after I put the button down. I'm gonna have to add some more glue to that, I think. So it doesn't want to stick. All right, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add, where is my, I've lost, oh, it's over here. Okay, my crocodile, I lost it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the 3/16 hole here, hole punch. I'm going to try to get in the center as much as possible. There we go. I'm going to add a hole reinforcer, even though it's not going to be the right size. I'm going to also add an eyelet, so you won't be able to see that. It'll hide the fact that it's not quite the right size. Of course, my eyelet is not quite the right size either. It is so difficult to find exactly 3/16 inch eyelets unless you want to pay the We Are Memory Keepers price, and sometimes I don't want to do that. All right, this is actually a grommet, so it has the little back piece, and there. Whoops. There we go. So cute. I think we're done. Let's look at it. Let's see if there's anything else that we think, oh, that's not staying. Stick. I think it will. It's just being difficult. So there we go. That is my interpretation of Luise Heinzl's tag for her tag challenge. I hope that you like that. I will pop up the picture of Luise's tag again here so you can see and compare, but I'm very happy with how mine turned out. I love that. So I hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope that you are inspired to maybe try the same tag or, you know, something similar. And I would love to see your creations. You can head on over to my Facebook group if you want to share your pictures there, or if you'd rather just email them to me so that I can see them, that's fine too. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, bye.